had a nice little showdown in Vegas. Cash Money and No Limit Records brought back the Verzuz. So it was a showdown between both labels. They had acts from both labels. Some heavy hitters from both were also not in attendance. Going into, were you back in the States when this got announced? It happened after you were already here.
It was announced before I left, but I missed the whole live stream because I was a day ahead.
Yep. So going into the Verzuz, I was skeptical in terms of like it being in Vegas versus New Orleans. Then I sat on it for a day. I was like, you know, this is probably the safest thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
Because it being in New Orleans, you're just gonna bring in a whole bunch of different hoods, and you never know how, you know, niggas be on nigga shit. So I wasn't necessarily worried about the camps. It's everybody else that would pull up. So with that, there was a crowd that I feel like someone knew their records. Well, they might have known all the records, but just the energy with how they were received was probably be different than would be if it was in Louisiana. But I thought it was overall pretty good. Going into it, I thought Cash Money would clear them, and then early on, that was the case. Birdman was popping and talking cash shit, and then there was an instance where in the middle of that, Master P starts playing his famous hit "Bout It," and from there the energy in the room just shifted, kind of on some Jadakiss and the Lots versus Dipset shit, and I ended up having the No Limit winning the battle. I know you've seen clips. Like, what do you think of it?
Just a few clips here and there. To be honest with you, like, you know, not to keep talking about my trip, but like my time zone, like feed was like off because people were asleep, and but anywho, like the things I did catch was like Snoop Dogg was there. Like, to be honest with you, it looked like a tie from the clips that I saw. Like, I saw like great moments from each. I think it's her name is like Tamar Braxton was wiping Birdman's bald head, and someone was like couples goals, and I was like, I don't think I want those couples goals, but I just felt that energy, and I was like, man, I wish I was there, even though from like the limited clips I did see, because you know both record labels are iconic for our culture, like, and just kind of even going back, safety was probably a big thing. I know when I left, like they were gonna have it in Louisiana, but do you feel like the crowd, because this is part I did miss, like, do you feel like it was just like a Las Vegas crowd, or nobody wanted to travel? What do you think kind of messed up some of that energy?
Just a Las Vegas crowd.
You know, because if it was happening in Louisiana, not saying that big things don't happen in Louisiana, it's just kind of like, you know, Vegas is used to having these things, and I feel like there's so many things to do in Vegas, but if that was happening in Louisiana, you know, I know lots of people.
I mean, I feel like tourism, honestly, like between the two cities, is probably, I might lean a little bit more towards Vegas, but it's not too far off. Cause
you don't think so?
Hell no, because New Orleans. Like, I mean, even the 4 years I was there with the Super Bowl twice and the All-Star game twice.
Yeah, cancel me. I don't know why we were saying Louisiana, but I'm also thinking like Alabama.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So my bad. I was like, of course New Orleans is there. I literally was like, oh yeah, it's Alabama. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, 1,010%. So my question to ask you is, what would have made that Verzuz better?
Wayne being there. Okay. But when people were speculating why he wasn't, I'll just be quite frank with you. Since him and Baby had that, I mean, I know they're like
made up.
They publicly have made peace with things.
Yeah,
I haven't publicly seen them in the same space for that long or lengthy of a time, even since then. So I'm not sure with everything that they went through, he'd be inclined to more or less like throw him a bone.
Could we say the same thing about Wayne and Drake?
Nah, because they still salute, and their relationship is completely different.
Okay. I was just a little curious, because that thought had the same thing for Wayne and Drake. I was like, I've never seen them in the same room in a long time.
Yeah, but also it's like, what would be the occurrences or like needs for that to happen?
That's the guy that, you know, that believes you from the start. You know, it'll also be like, let's just say,
because like they had a working relationship, whereas like Baby, like, I've known you since you was calls him dad.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
Ray Janae's godfather is.
You think You think his dad feels some type of way? I mean, like, you calling a nigga dad? What?
What you mean?
Drake's dad.
No, I'm talking about Wayne calls him dad.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about Birdman. My
Yeah.
bad. Sorry, I was like,
Yeah, hell no.
okay.
Okay.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah. That to
Between
me.
that, you own him. He owed him money at one point. The whole shooting situation has tour bus. So it's a lot of different factors here.
Shooting at my tour bus is nasty work. Yeah, God gonna have to kill me and resurrect me for find some forgiveness. But all right.